Hello, it's another vlog. I went ahead and put a table of contents to the right over here for those people that like to browse, peruse, nitpick whichever segment they'd like to see. Also, fair warning, in the first segment there's a casino feature that is in the doghouse of poker players worldwide. I did my best to edit out any offensive language or visuals in that segment, so without further ado, enjoy the vlog. I'm hoping the water isn't too much of a volume snub, but we're here. We played a $600 tournament. It had 3 flights. It got a total of 783 players. We're down to 113 players making day 2. That is a little under 15%. So we got to navigate through 32 more players to get to the money at 81. And hopefully we can do that. 17 bigs. I know what I'm doing with that kind of chip stack. Double it up, maybe put some pressure on people after that. Yeah, my wife also gave me the advice of to not fuck off or get in light until I get the money, and then I can start doing all that stuff. So I'm gonna abide by those rules. There's not really any pay jumps that matter until like 3 tables, so there's a lot of grinding to do, and eventually we're gonna want to make it in the top 3, and then from there win it. So that's the plan. Let's hope things go well, we run good, and runouts are favorable. I'll insert my pre-day 2 table recon, and then we'll get to the tables, get the cards in the air. So this is how I take notes before day 2. I'll go ahead and put a little table here, the chip stacks in the middle. Normally I'll put their names, but for the sake of this vlog I left the names out. There's more to assessing a player's skill level than just what they've made overall. So I tend to look into their hand and mob and see how recent their caches are, where their caches are, and how frequently they are caching, and it all conveys information. So the 426k player in the 1 seat, his results are a bit mixed. So they're in the Midwest, East Coast, West Coast. So there's nothing really to nitpick about. So I'm gonna assume he's solid and just adjust in game. The player in the 2 seat has 1.2 million in live caches, but it's a bit misleading. None of his major caches are anywhere past 2014, and the caches recently are very subpar and meh. So I'm assuming he's a bit outdated, so I will adjust accordingly. The player next to him with 605k seems to be the biggest threat at the table. His hand and mob went dark around Black Friday. That's around 2012, and then he just started up with some volume in 2017 and above, and the caches seem legit and pretty reparable. So if I double, we'll be probably battling with him a bit. The old reg, very self-explanatory there. In the 4 seat, 5 seat, nothing, no threat. 6 seat, no threat, didn't really see anything in the hand and mob. The 7 seat with 972k has a decent amount of volume. However, when you have a decent amount of volume and your only big scores are in Florida, in the Midwest, or a circuit event, your play tends to be questionable, and I can adjust and exploit these players with ease. So his overall earnings is a bit misleading, so I think pretty manageable. He's on our right, so it doesn't really affect us all that much. And then the 700k, this is a player that is the epitome of volume. He has a lot of caches, none of them being very significant, so it adds up over time, and he has that 700k number to congratulate himself with. So again, not too many threats here. 1 major threat, 1 wild card, and very manageable table to maneuver. Jack's over there. Gone. elevator, a bunch of mirrors. It's like a fun house. Whoa. All right. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna head home. Probably play cash for most of the week. I have some things coming up. Don't expect to play too many tournaments. In the next coming weeks, I'm gonna be training with RunItUp Studios. They're putting me on as a part-time production assistant, is that right? With graphics and such. I don't have an official title yet, but we'll work on that. So I'm excited about that. It's a new venture. I'm going to be studying and then putting as much hours at the tables as I can. And we'll see how that works out.
Players on B.A.R.G.E jackpot has just been updated.
So, one card
It is now $362,000, quad H or better beaten. 50% goes to the losing hand, 25% to the winning hand. The remaining 25% is a table share amongst all eligible players.
Rite of passage, just what you do.
Going?
Yeah.
We're all gonna have to leave now.
So,
Really?
yeah, the spot's leaving.
Make sure you put that $15 budget that I give you.
That's the good chips right there. That's 15 from that guy.
Hey, wait.
I'm gonna blur you out.
Hey, come on, that's commission.
All right, that is right now. It's about 5 a.m. in the morning. I started my day, if I remember correctly, I started my day at 8:30 in the morning, walking the dogs, getting some chores done, cuddling with the wife, and then I started my session at maybe 30 minutes before noon. I left there at 11:30. From there, I came down to Mandalay Bay, put in another little under 5 hours. So a total of 16.5 hours. The day went by quick when you're having fun. It's kind of easy hours. It was kind of up and down. Both sessions I was in for 600. Overall, cashed out up 650, cashed out Mandalay Bay down $15, so overall a profit of 635 divided by the 16.5 hours invested, still a little under $40 an hour. Again, small sample size for the day, but it's nice to look at numbers and just statter bait over it every once in a while. So I'm gonna call it a day. Let me see, where did I park? All right, that level. I always pick the same levels in every parking structure. Like every parking structure, specifically, like there's a floor I'm comfortable with, and I don't have to text myself reminders on what floor I'm at. So that's my day. Gonna go home, sleep until I'm not tired anymore, and then I have a graveyard shift back at Mandalay Bay, and the week begins all over again. Bye. Bye, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm going today to my first training session at RunItUp Studios. Might not record anything today. I'd rather be in the moment and experience everything on my own and see how much of a grind it's going to be to learn and pick up all the fancy production kits and such. And maybe later when I get more comfortable in that space, then I'll start vlogging it and see what else I can put it on video without ruining an NDA and or copyrighted stuff. So yeah, looking forward to it. Gonna drive over there and probably after that put in a late night session, cash game grinding. The B.A.R.G.E jackpot got hit yesterday, the day after my 12-hour session. Not sure if I know anyone that won. I was told that they were two tourists, no local grinders. Not quite sure what dealer dealt it. I'm gonna congratulate them as soon as I see them. So now it's business as usual. game selecting, and our normal business schedule. All right, bye. I don't want to be late. Don't want to be late on my first date. That's bad.
Get correct, son. Next one to go.
Let's go. All right.
Retire forever.
The guy.
Wow.
They weren't embarrassed. What? Okay, Rob. Okay.
Look at all that health still
Let's go.
there.
Running back.
Oh, I got greedy.
Yes!
So when do you think you'll move to Vegas, Dad?
In 2 years.
2 years. Lock it up. I'd love to have you here.
I'd love to have be here. I tell you.
It's Raider country now.
Yep. Give me a lot of fun around here.
We're gonna go eat now. Yard House is calling our name.
We got
Get some beverages.
that'll be good.
And what did you say earlier about your diet?
I better not say that.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I said I was lucky so far that they haven't taken anything away from me, like sugar, salt.
Your diet, because you're healthy. You can eat all you want now. You took care of yourself.
Yeah.
All your sugar you want.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a jersey, but in general I've had bad luck with jerseys, so I'm very hesitant to well, I'm not superstitious, but I don't want to jinx anyone. Like, my very first jersey that I bought was a Mo Vaughn jersey, and that was when we signed him in '98. And opening night of '99, he fell in the dugout and twisted or broke his ankle. It was significant, and he was a bust for the Angels. And then I bought a Napoleon Kaufman jersey
Oh my God.
in 2000. I finally okay, I want to buy a jersey. I love that running back. He's excellent, great. And that year, in 2000, he abruptly retired. He retired. And then my third jersey was the Kendry Morales jersey. I bought that, what was it? It was the year of 2010. And he hit a home run, celebrated by jumping on the plate and breaking his ankle. And he never recovered well from the Angels after that. So, Raider players, whose jersey should I buy? Because I really do, maybe I should buy a Hunter Renfroe jersey, because it's number 13, and I like Hunter Renfroe. He's a cool kid. He's someone to root for this way. But I think if anything's going to break the curse, it's going to be the Hunter Renfroe 13 jersey. I'm hoping that you do change my luck with jerseys. You're a cool kid to root for, Mr. Hunter Renfroe. And
I agree.
yeah, I think I'll go with the white 13. So
Good choice.
that's my choice.
Good choice. right there, man. Down the
Yeah, look how big it is.
Look at that. Can you imagine all the people waiting till the draft day? Oh, hell.
Well, it's not gonna be over here. It'll be on the strip somewhere.
I know. April? Yeah. It's popping.
My whole life has been like on a trajectory to Las Vegas, and then now the Raiders are coming here, and it just.
I told you. No way. No way.
Now it just feels right. It feels like
We're home.
we're all supposed to be here.
I'm home. RaiderNation, I'm home.
The winners. Derek Gomez.
The S4Y Academy is today. I'm on my way over there. I'm a bit nervous, a bit anxious, kind of excited. Today, I forgot how to pump gas. I had a brain fart, and one thing went differently, and I completely forgot how to accept the receipt that I had to push which gas I wanted before I pumped it. Everything. My mind is joggled right now. But I think that's just nerves, and I'm ready to learn. I'm excited. I mean, I'm a fan of the format. I've been looking forward to it. It still doesn't seem real that I won. Let me over, guy. All right. It still doesn't seem real that I won. It's a lot of value, more so than just the seat itself. And man, I'm excited. On our way. Let's go. Let's go. Here we are. More students. What's up? The door.
Easily continue. Obviously, we're better to have a 7 in your hand. Check raise.
This is the day when I finish the race. I make it somehow, no matter how long it takes. This is the day when I go all the way. I make it my own and say, here's to the dreamers. Cheers to the dreamers. Here's to the dreamers.
We're gonna see a raise from Derek, and Short is gonna call in the big one with Queen 3 offsuit. The flop's gonna come King 10-8 with 10 and the 8 of spades. I like to see Derek choose a big size here, and he does choose the big size, and it gets through.
I think that's pretty reasonable. I think when you have the ace of spades on the king 10-8, when you have the gut shot to the nuts plus the backdoor nut flush draw, it makes it more reasonable to size up because you block so much of the continuance range and you have so much barrel ability with the ace of spades in your hand. Derek's call in the first place with 10-3 off is a little thin at this stack depth.
You know, Derek comes from the RunItUp school. Jason Somerville doesn't fold pretty much any big one ever. You ever watched a Jason Somerville stream?
Nope.
You should see.
I'm not a Twitch guy.
Yeah, he was on YouTube once.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day before Twitch.
Oh, he called.
Wow, what?
Wow.
It's a pretty sick value bet if you're going to get called by ace high. Derek takes his time over his decision, which is a good thing in the large spots, but ultimately...
Oh, wow. Why?
Not sure about that one.
That's not RunItUp approved.
If I was Janosch, I would just bet. Because Janosch has a ton of 7x, and Derek doesn't have a lot of that.
Janosch now improves it to the best hand.
The shove pre is a way better spot than calling queen high here in a situation where Janosch can just bet every hand on every river, and you have nothing you can do about it.
Queen high is pretty up in range, but the ability that you think you can show this down versus Janosch's bluff range is really low.
Exactly. Like let's say Janosch does have like 10 high that he's just bluffing with, or let's say he has like 4-5. He's betting every single river, so you have to be willing to literally call probably a quarter of your stack or something on the river with queen high in order to make this call. I think this call is too speculative. I think I would much prefer to see just a shove pre, take the pot down with a high frequency instead of like trying to get tricky with 15 big blinds or queen high. Derek is probably going to rejam here with ace queen of diamonds. It's probably one of the worst hands he can do it with. It would be inconsistent with Derek 4-betting the previous hand with ace king if he didn't get it in here with ace queen suited. Because if he's willing to take on the volatility of 4-bet calling ace king in that spot, then he can't turn down this volatility where he's going to have the best hand a lot.
Let's go, Derek. Hold this baby. King 6. This is all pretty standard, I think. That's a good flop for both players.
Yeah. Action flop. That's funny. They actually shook hands on the flop.
Yeah, they knew Janosch was going to win. There was no way.
They knew.
Okay. Janosch declared the champion of the Solve4Y Academy.
Thanks for watching the vlog and getting this far. As for the casino that shall not be named, I'm not going to be featuring them in any more of my vlogs going forward, so I don't have that editing work. Also, if you have any questions about that specifically, go ahead and comment below. I'll get into that more. I don't want to spend any more time than I need to talking about it here on my vlog. My parents and my grandma came to town. That was great. It was fun, needed. I always appreciated them coming down, and I love you, fam. RunItUp is a fun experience. I'm enjoying my time there. They are doing great things. We've just introduced a new concept where Twitch gets to play poker through a live avatar. I don't know if you can recognize those sexy hands at all, but yes, that is me. From now on going forward, you will refer to me as Twitch Hands. In all seriousness, I am having fun there, and I'm glad I joined the team. Check out runitup.tv, runitup.com, and be sure to make it out to RunItUp Reno, happening in October. The 11th through the 22nd. Always a fun time. Get out there, play some poker, meet some friends, have some drinks. There's comedy night, bunch of stuff, a lot of options for everyone. The Solve4Y experience was really fun and needed. They plugged a few of my leaks, which is always value. Specifically, they reeled in my game a little bit, so in theory, I should be punting less. In theory. I also won 2 free months on their website for finishing second in my respective final table. I am looking forward to jumping into that content and getting more value from that. I am looking forward to that. Also, before I let you go, I recently did an interview with Mike Serrano, also known as LO8 Grinder, for his Interview a Vlogger series. I had a lot of fun sitting down. He was very thorough. He knew what questions to ask. Give him a like, a thumbs up. Let him know that he's doing a good job over there. So that's all for me today. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I've had a busy month. The last 5 weeks, I've really only had 2 days off, and one of those days, I put in a 16-hour session over there at those 2 casinos. So I'm looking forward to a few more days off coming up. It's all been fun to me and very worth it. Hopefully I can pump out some more vlogs. Let me know if you want to see any more of the RunItUp in general, like behind the scenes or anything. I will see you. Hopefully I'm not blurred at the moment. Hopefully hopefully I can win enough money so that I can get a flip camera so I can actually see what I'm filming. And that is the reason why I'm going to this academy, is to afford a better camera. Oh, that's okay.
That's like 190 something, right?
Move that around. Fish it around. There you go. Grandma was there. Cutest beans. Cutest beans. Is that Ben? Cutest beans. A total of 783 players made. You're running from the camera.
I'm hiding.
Go do that. We're at the end of our walk and they can't take it anymore.
Oh, hell.
Except for Raider Dave.
They're not used to this Las Vegas weather.
Enjoying our visit with our son, our Las Vegas Raider son.
Ace-4 suited. I think we want to be all in with this hand.
Yeah, in the cut, I think we do. Yep, we're all in. Nice shove.
Very nice.
What's that on Derek's t-shirt?
It's a person.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
like
out who it
a
is.
black Jesus or something.
So Nate says in chat that Derek's t-shirt is Neil deGrasse Tyson on there. And it's a cool ass shirt, apparently. Yeah, I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson's a pretty cool guy.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but he seems kind of smart.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
That's kind of an interesting name, though. Like, whoever named him, like, kind of knew greatness was coming, you know?
DeGrasse, you mean?
No, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's like an aggressive name, like, you know?
Tyson is an aggressive name.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Travis raises a good point that it was probably his parents who named him.
I know that, man. It's part of the joke. Like you guys, like yeah, obviously it's his parents.
Okay, we don't get your humor. We don't
Jesus,
get your humor,
man.
Every day I'm shuffling.
I don't like that.
You realize when you know how to think, it empowers you far beyond those who know only what to think. In fact, I should tweet that. That's a tweetable thought. I mean, just hang on a sec. I'm going to tweet that. Just forgive me. Excuse me. Quote from Horace Mann, great educator. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity. That's what I want on my tombstone.